Hello everyone, this is Sarika Koluguri, Assistant Professor from Law School of Business. Today I am going with the topic new product development. A product, how it comes into the market, from being a concept, how it is being developed and how we get it into the market. And in an outline we'll go with introduction of new product development, idea generation, idea screening, concept development and testing, marketing strategy development, business analysis, product development, test marketing and commercialization. These are all the stages which we come through a product from concept to market. It is about how a product comes into the market from the initial stage of developing into a concept. There's a lot of background process that will happen for a product in order to get into a market. We will be only seeing the face of a product, but here a lot of background verification, background stages will happen from a product to develop it from a concept to become it a product. This is how it happens in the new product development. Coming to the introduction here, new product development is a process of bringing a new product into the marketplace. Many innovative businesses thrive by understanding what the market wants, making smart product improvements and developing new products that meet and exceed customer expectations. These new to the world products are innovative products which are very new to the world, which the world has not seen at all. Whereas the creative products which are under the developmental stages, which comes with only developing the existing products and making slight modifications in the existing products, whereby for these two type of products we go with a new product development process, whereby it can also be taken as a strategy for the product whether the product will survive in the market or not. In order to make the resources beneficial for you, in order to make the product succeed in the market, we will go with this process of new product development. Unnecessarily wasting resources, wasting money and wasting your time on unfeasible products, we will go with the new product development and follow this strategy and get succeed in the market with our new products or developed products. So here, if we take the innovative products, it will be a challenge for the product to get it survived in the market, whereby if we go with the existing products and developing that existing product, that is very simple job compared to making innovative products and making it a new product development strategy. So here, if we go with the existing products development, then it would be a simple process of practicing with the stages and going with the new product development and all. Because as we understand the requirements of the customer and as we understand what are the things lacking in the existing product, then we go ahead with the changes for the existing product. Whereas if it is a new product, then we have to spend a lot of time. Instead of wasting our money in the future, instead of making our products failure in the market, if we get some time and follow the new product development stages here, then we can analyze or estimate whether a product will be successful in the market or not. And this is mandatory again for a new product or an existing product. Here we go with the stages of new product development, whereby we will be generating ideas and then we will be screening ideas and we will be developing a concept and we will be marketing it, market testing it, and then we will be going for business analysis. Then we will be going for pricing of the product, and then we'll be going for commercialization of the product, whereby technical implementation of the product, and we'll be releasing the product into the market at last in final, whereby if we follow all the stages properly, then we'll be able to analyze, we'll be see the success of the product priorly. Let us go with the first stage, idea generation. Idea generation is nothing but pooling of ideas for new product. If and at all you want to go with existing product development or new product development, initially we will be starting with the idea generation stage, whereby there will be a lot of ideas that are running in our mind. But here only one idea out of that will be successful. What is a successful idea? How you will be getting it? We will be initiating it with the idea generation process. And these idea generations come, the new ideas will be coming into your brain in different ways here. You will be pooling your ideas from different resources. And these different resources will be your suppliers, or it might be your customer complaints, or it might be your distributors, or it might be your employees, or it might be yourself. Here, whoever gives the idea, it should fulfill, the idea should get fulfilled finally the needs of the customer. So your customer is the central point here, where we will be concentrating the customer, and we will be keeping the customer in our brain, and we'll be going with ahead of ideas. It may be any type of, any source of idea it might be. Whereas if you take the distributors and the suppliers who are in close contact with the customer, they will be able to identify what the customer is expecting from a product, what is lacking in the existing market, and what he is expecting more, whether the product will be successful in the market or not, if at all you develop the product. So that sort of ideas are to be generated in this idea generation process, whereby all the ideas, all the resources are brainstormed here. You will have n number of resources, and you will be getting n number of ideas for a product. But all the ideas may not be successful here. For every 100 ideas, sometimes only one will be successful, and sometimes for every 1000 ideas, 0 will be the successful. Okay, so here from pooling of ideas is nothing but the idea is not successful, and we can go for new ideas and new type of platforms for the successful ideas. So this stage should be moved to the next stage if at all you find some good ideas only. Only the new ideas have been taken to the next stage, which is idea screening. Whereby here what you will be doing is the generated ideas are screened to spot the good ones and drop poor ones as soon as possible. Companies cannot afford to take every single idea to the next stage, as we discussed in idea generation stage. And here surveys and focus group interviews will be done. Here focus group and surveys will be done only with the target markets. Whereby see here, out of the 1000 generated ideas here, if you have taken to the next stage only 10 ideas, let us see how good the ideas, how good ideas those are taken into the next stage and screened. So here all the 10 ideas which you have taken from the 1000 will be screened here. So how you will be screening? How the screening is done is to spot a good one. The idea should be realistic, the idea should be implementable, and it should be affordable for within your budget. And will the idea which you have been spotted or which you have been chosen is meeting the customer needs and expectations or not? That is the foremost criteria here we will be choosing. And then if it is a feasible idea, if it is a realistic idea, and if it is in your budget, then out of that 10 ideas, only the spotted one, only the good ones, good ideas will be taken into consideration and move ahead to the next stages. Here, when screening the idea, you will be taking into consideration each and every aspect. It might be your budget, it might be your clients, it might be your suppliers, or it might be the distributors who are in your consideration. Whereby here, if the idea is feasible for each and every aspect, then only you will be moving to the next stage. Suppose I'll be telling it with an example. If a dairy farm company will be going for another stream, another product line of making ice creams or selling cheese or butter or curd. So that is considerable, whereby already it is offering dairy products. So if we want to increase its product line and wants to offer one more product in its consideration, in its product line, that is okay. But if the dairy farm wants to start a shoe manufacturing business, then that should be again should be think of, because it is not a possible idea whereby it's diverting, it's deviating itself from its stream and going to a completely new business. Then it has to think whether to start the business or not, so whether the idea is feasible or not. So that sort of things should be analyzed here, depending upon the product lines it has and depending upon the products it has. Now then, if all the screened ideas whatever you have, it might be 2 to 3 or 5. Here the screened ideas are not more in number, whereby from the idea generation stage you will be having a good number of ideas that are to be taken to next stage. But here the screened ideas are not too many, because you cannot take ahead too many ideas after screening. Only few ideas that are screened to be taken into the next stage, which is concept development and testing. So here you have screened some good ideas and developed you want to develop a concept and test it. So what you will be doing in the next stage of concept development and testing is, ideas must be developed into a product concept, whereas preparing attractive concept and choosing the best one and identifying the reliability of the concept. So I have an innovative idea of making the disposable teacups eatable. So if I want to execute it, if I want to take that into the actual picture, real finished product, then I should prepare a product concept. If the eatable teacups which are disposable is to be taken into the market, who are my clients? Whether the clients accept the product or not, whether it is feasible or not, whether it is reliable or not. Are the customers really expecting it or not? Okay. Or if at all, if not the teacups, the juice cups or juice glasses which are disposable, I want to make it disposable, because I want to make all the plastic and throw it in dustbins and make it a bin. So I have an idea of making that, whereby the product should be, my product should be consumable. So here the idea should be developed into a product concept, whereby the concept should be like, if at all I am making the disposable cups eatable, so how it should be, what are the raw materials I am going to use, and are there any flavors in that? Is it consumable? Is it really healthy to consume or not? Reliable and existable, pursuable concept should be developed in the concept development and testing. Whereby the next stage would be marketing strategy development, where we will be designing a marketing strategy for the new product. So here how you will be designing a marketing strategy is keeping in view of the target market. Here to whom you are targeting the product is important, whereby we can call it as a focus group also. And how do you decide the price of a product? And before deciding the price, you should be very much careful whether it includes the marketing strategy or not, whether you are making the product feasible for the market or under the requirement of the customer, or you're doing it on your own, and how far it is acceptable, and how far the price differs from the existing product to the current product, whether it is a high priced than the existing one, or whether it is a low priced and easily usable durable product for the customers or not. And marketing mix strategy. Here marketing mix, everybody knows it is about 4 P's, which is product, price, place, promotions. And now there are 8 P's and 16 P's, but we will be following the basic marketing mix strategy here, because we are not sure that whether we are taking the product into commercialization or not. Here it's just in the screening stage, whereby we are guessing whether the product will be successful in the market or not. So this is the fourth stage whereby this marketing strategy development will help the clients to accept or reject the product. What is running in the customer's mind about your product? So those things you will be reading from the minds of the customer through this marketing strategy development. So how you take this product into market? How you take the finished good into the market? Whether the customers are expecting much more than this product, whether you are exceeding the needs of the customer or whether you are beyond the needs of the customer, that you are able to identify here and develop a strategy. So whether you are going for pre-advertising or pre-launching of the product, how you take the product. You are in a bridge now. You want to take the product to the clients, or you want to drop the idea of the product, that you will be deciding here in this stage. And the next one is business analysis. Every business needs some capital. So here, from your capital, how much you want to invest in such new products, whether the new product feasibility is there or not. If the product is identified as feasible, you will be analyzing the budget requirement, the production cost, the price of the product, and how much you will be incurring the cost of the product. All those things have to be analyzed, and also the initial demand analysis for the product in order to reach the break-even point. You also have to do a break-even analysis, whereby by estimating the maximum sales and minimum sales, and also assessing the range of risk. How risky product you are releasing into the market is important. Okay, so the expected costs and the expected profits, also the expected losses, we can tell. If your product is not successful, all the production costs, all the materials what you have been invested here will be a failure for you. Whereas if you analyze the cost and at least you reach the break-even point, you are a far more successful for your new product, and you can at least you may have a chance of at least developing the existing product which you have taken to the customers into the market. You can change or modify the idea of the product if at all this one is not successful. If the customers are expecting somewhat difference in the product, then you can go on with the change if you reach the break-even point. But if you still doesn't reach the break-even point, the product will become a failure in the market. So initial demand analysis should be done, whereby this demand analysis will be helping you to make the production and to increase or decrease your production costs. This is about business analysis, analyzing about your budget, analyzing about your sales, analyzing about demand of the product, and estimating the maximum and minimum sales of the product. So here you have to assess the range of risk also. Then we will be moving into the next stage, which is developing the product. This is not the stage of developing a product on papers like concept development, marketing strategy development and all. But this is about the actual product development, whereby developing a product into a physical product, where you involve actual customers here, where you test the product by giving it to the actual clients. So this is how you develop a product, how you create a product. This involves a range of risk, whereby initially you will not be going as per the demand analysis, but here you will be developing a product and making it to be acceptable or rejectable by the customers. You will be making an assessment here. Okay, so this assessment will help you a lot in order to analyze or estimate the success or failure of a product. Then if at all you feel successful in this stage, then you will be moving it to the next stage, or else you will be dropping the idea of the product. The next stage is test marketing. See here, as in the stage of product development, you will not be finding only few clients and telling the idea of your product, or giving your product and testing the product accessibility. But here, test marketing, you will be finding a group of clients here, whereby that group of clients will be your actual clients and your focus group, your target market, and you will be going for test marketing of your product. Suppose you already have a cluster of clients with you for the normal disposable glasses or disposable cups. Then if you go with the existing idea of making a consumable teacup or consumable juice glass, so actually you will be taking the target market, whether you are going to identify a wedding event or some sort of event, and giving the clients your actual product, and taking their opinions for your decision. So the recommendations that have been given by the customers is identifiable here. So you are going a small type of research on your target market with the product here. That is nothing but the test market. And here targeting and positioning strategy you will be using. You give your product to the target market and then you analyze the positioning strategy. If your product is feasible and accepted by the clients here, then how to position yourself in the market, how to release a product into the market, that you will be planning in the next stage. And here this is a high risk zone, highly risky stage, whereby you have to spend a lot of time, whereby you cannot make a decision only on one target market. You will be choosing the groups, whereby the target market will be one in one location, the other in another location. See here, the product which is acceptable somewhere in some locations will not be acceptable by the others. Whereas there are some countries which are not accepting, which doesn't allow the usage of footwear. Whereas without footwear we cannot go out and we cannot walk or run or do some activity. So there are such countries whereby here the footwear is not acceptable. In the same way, if you take the same example here, some countries or some locations, some places, some regions will be accepting some type of products, whereas all the products are not accepted in the universe. In this, so with the recommendations of the clients on various target markets here, we will be moving our product to the next stage here, which is commercialization. This is the last and final stage whereby you will go with the phase of the product and release the product in a big bang. And here you will make the final decision about launching of the product. Here you will be choosing an advertising strategy, and also you will be choosing a sales promotion thing. So why the customers want to purchase your product? And there is also a lot of competition which is availing in the market. You have to beat all the competition with your promotional activities. And what are the marketing activities? Whether you're going for pre-marketing activities like advertisements or flyers or flexies or something, some offers you're giving, some discounts you're giving. Okay, in what way you are launching your product, and what is the time and place of launch, when it is available to your clients, and how much risk you are spending in launching the product, and what time you are launching the product, when you are releasing the product, whether it is available to the customers on that day, that time or not, how to order the product, how to place a product, whether they are in queue line. If the demand analysis is more, then how you are planning to make the demand analysis to accept the market demand. Okay, you need to supply the products at that specific time to the clients, whichever is deliverable, whatever is deliverable. So the commercialization needs a lot of time to spend, and the advertising and sales promotion activities which are to be planned here should be on the one go. This is how we developed a product from concept to market, and how we launch a product, and the background process, what happens when a product is about to be launched into the market. Each and every company will follow the same stages and same rules and regulations for releasing a new product into the market. This is all about the new product development process. Thank you for watching.